Dear students, today I would like to discuss a few questions related to electric dipole. First question is very important. This one for clarifying the question means see here. So that net electric field intensity at a point on the axis of a dipole E axial. That means see here, this is dipole minus q and this is plus q. And what is the axis? Means okkyo. This is the this is the axis. Suppose a point P. Suppose from the midpoint or center of the dipole, distance at a distance r, net electric field intensity is what? Along this direction E axial. Okay, that means E okkyo. Okay, at a distance what? R. That net electric field intensity at a point on the axis of the dipole E axial is twice. That means two times this one. Two times. Twice the net electric field intensity at a point on the equatorial line of the dipole, suppose E equator. And you know, equatorial line means any line that is perpendicular to the axis of the dipole is called equatorial line. And suppose at point Q, the net electric field intensity is what? E vector EQ. And it is always opposite to what? P vector. P vector means dipole moment. All of you know dipole moment along always minus Q to plus Q. Okay. If minus Q's charge would have here and plus Q's charge would have here, then what would have happened? EQ would have along this direction. That means we are going to find out for the same distance r, suppose from center or midpoint, from same midpoint, suppose along axis at a point P at a distance r, if E axial is the net electric field, it is twice, that means two times the net electric field intensity for the same distance r from the same point, midpoint or center E equator. We are going to prove this. And last video I discussed what? That net electric field at a point in on an electric dipole is what? Axis is what? E axial is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught twice pi by r cube. If r is very greater than a. Okay, this condition. See the note. Again, E equator 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to p by r cube if r is very greater than a. Okay, here I haven't written minus because in terms of magnitude I want to prove it. Okay, no need to put minus. Minus require in derivation purpose to clarify the concept only. Okay, now E axial divided by E equator is equal to what? If you calculate this, put this value, then this one will become what? Reciprocal 4 pi epsilon naught r cube divided by p. Then you will get what? All of you will get 2. That means E axial is equal to 2 into equator. Proved. Sometimes they may ask you that so that E axial divided by E equator is equal to ratio is 2:1, or E equator divided by E axial is equal to 1:2. Whatever question they will ask you, this is the solution. Next, very important. Sometimes this type of question may come for 1 mark or 2 mark questions, though it is not directly written in book, but I have solved in easiest way. See here, so that net work done to bring a test charge along the equatorial line of a dipole is 0. Okay, see here, very easy. Minus q and plus q, point charges, and this is the axis, and this is the equatorial line, this one. Okay, this one. Now we are going to find out that if you bring a test charge is always positive, suppose plus q naught along this line, equatorial line, you have done 0 work. How? See here, all of you know, here already I have mentioned, net electric field intensity, that means E vector EQ is always perpendicular to the equatorial line, and it is always opposite to P vector, that means dipole moment. Okay, and if you, that means there is an electric field, here, that, and if you place a test charge here q naught, then what will happen? It will experience a force since it is positively charged along the direction of the electric field. Already I mentioned in last videos. Okay, that positive charge always moves along the direction of the electric field and negative charge opposite to the electric field. That means it will experience a force F vector is equal to q naught into what? EQ. And what will happen? this is the direction of motion, that means displacement. Suppose dr is the displacement. Okay, it is moving along this, that means moving along this direction, and displacement and force, they are 90 degree to each other. Here the note, see here, plus q naught test charge, dr vector is the displacement in equatorial line, and F vector is equal to q naught into this one, force on the test charge. Work done, W, you may write work done, W equal to, all of you know, Fs cos theta. Class 11 you have got this formula, and theta is what? 90 degree, because force and displacement are 90 degree to each other. That means ultimately cos 90 degree 0, that means you have done 0 work. And this is a very, very important formula, and we are going to discuss the next problem here. This is a numerical, and all of you will get in textbook, whether it is CBSE or Assam Board. You may check exercises, page number 46, question number 1.9. A system has two charges, QA is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb, positive charge, and a negative charge, QB is equal to minus 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 7. This is a dipole. Why? Magnitude are same, but one is positively charged and another is negative charge. Located at points A, coordinates are given. A point, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and z is equal to minus 15, this one. Okay, and b is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to plus 15 centimeter respectively. You can check this coordinate system. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. I have extended this line. This is negative x z-axis. Now see, a equal to what? 0, 0, x0, y0, and minus 15, minus z-axis. And this is what? x0, y0, and plus 15 centimeter. Now the distance between QA and QB is what? Twice A. This is called dipole length. And if this is A and this is A, okay, that means this is 15 centimeter, this is 15 centimeter. Okay, now see, what is the net charge, total charge, net charge or total charge, moot adhan, Q net is equal to QA plus QB, and if you put the values plus minus, since it is negative, QB 0 coulomb, but dipole length is what? Twice A plus A, 15 centimeter plus 15 centimeter, 30 centimeter divided by 100, you will get what? In meter, 0.3 centimeter. What is dipole moment? Dimeru bhramok means, all of you know, Q is equal to Q into twice A. Q means any magnitude, any one you take, only magnitude 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 7. Here also, though it is minus, but magnitude is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 7. And into what? Twice A is what? 0.3. After calculation, you will get 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb meter. This is the numerical. Okay, goodbye.